Our major winter storm finally winding down across the Bluegrass State. I'll show you why it hits the history books and how we may try to rewrite history tonight with the temperatures.
Governor Steve Beshear declares a state of emergency for Kentucky. We have WKYT team coverage as the Bluegrass State copes with this historic winter storm.
Most businesses and the colleges are closed here in Madison County. I'll tell you how people are coping.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good afternoon. On this day, we will be talking about for years to come a winter storm that is one for the record books. Lexington now has its largest two-day snowstorm ever with 17.1 inches. You're looking live at Nicholasville Road, which would usually be filled with cars this time of day, but not today. The University of Kentucky, Fayette County Public Schools, and most businesses closed today, and Fayette County schools are closed again tomorrow. Road conditions, though, on Nicholasville Road there look pretty good, and we could break another record tonight. Not for snow, but the cold. WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has been working around the clock tracking this storm. He has the latest on this first alert severe weather day. Chris?
Legendary. That is how we are describing this period of weather across central and eastern Kentucky for the past 2.5 weeks, capping it off with one of the great all-time snowstorms. Preliminary numbers that we're seeing out there, anywhere from 1 to 2 feet of snow into much of central, northern, northeastern parts of the Bluegrass State. Really matching up well with our numbers, with some pockets a little higher than some of those numbers into parts of north central Kentucky. But southern and eastern Kentucky had a little more rain, had a little more sleet, 3 to 6 inches there. Overall, though, across most of central Kentucky, 15 to 22 inches of wet snow last night that became a little more powdery snow this morning. History books, we're rewriting them right now. Lexington, as Jennifer mentioned, 17.1, largest two-day snowstorm on record. Now, it's a two-day snowstorm, yet it really only snowed for 16 or 17 hours. Just happened to be right as we flipped the clock into a brand new day. That shattered the old record, by the way, 13.5 inches set in January of 1917 and January of 1943. So we broke a record from the heart of wintertime here into early March. That's impressive. 32.1 inches of snow over the past 17 days in Lexington. 32.1 inches of snow. 15 roughly is normal for an entire winter around here. Hey, speaking of the entire winter, we're now up to 40 inches on this winter, 5th snowiest on record for Lexington. You know what? March has been known to throw a little light snow our way. So if we can get another inch or two, we will climb into the top 2 or 3 snowiest winters ever for the city of Lexington. Snows have ended, though, across the Bluegrass region. Live First Alert Defender, which, by the way, watching us yesterday, watching Defender, that is why it is Kentucky's most powerful live Doppler radar. It was showing you to the street level where you were getting that switch from rain to sleet to heavy snow. Right now, it's also picking up on just a few flurries into southeastern Kentucky. One little round of light snow to go into northeastern parts of the state. Nothing here across the Lexington metro. As a matter of fact, hey, we're getting in on at least a little bit of filtered sunshine out there for a while. So record cold likely tonight, as Jennifer touched on. We've got snow cover, clear skies. That will allow temperatures to drop towards 0 or below. If we can go below 0, all-time record lows for the month of March will be challenged. And Jennifer, something else to keep in mind. You were looking at that video a minute ago of Nicholasville Road where things were slushy. Those roads will refreeze as we go into later tonight. We have a busy full forecast when I come back here just a few minutes from now.
Thank you, Chris. And Kentucky Governor Steve Beshear has declared a state of emergency for the second time in less than a month. This will give communities immediate access to state resources, including Kentucky National Guard troops if necessary. The governor also declared a state of emergency last month for that record-breaking snowstorm. That declaration also made price gouging illegal and allowed Kentuckians to get easier refills on certain prescriptions. The governor is asking people to stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary so road crews can do their work. WKYT's Miranda Combs continues our team weather coverage. She's live in downtown Lexington with a look at road conditions in our top story at 4. Miranda?
Yeah, Jennifer, I have to say between our live shots at noon and our live shot now, there's been a great difference in the improvement of most of the roads, at least the main roads here in downtown Lexington. This is Vine Street behind me. You can tell it's still snow covered. However, cars are moving no cars right now, but there has been cars moving quite smoothly through this area. They're worried about priority roads right now, will be for some time the next few days, because that's their priority right now. This video was shot just before noon on Old Frankfort Pike, similar to much of Lexington. Slow and treacherous driving. But the snowplows were rolling out of the state salt barn at a pace of about one every few minutes. Fayette County Streets and Roads got to work early this morning, doing 12-hour shifts with a total of 100 city employees. Rob Allen says these two storms have been a learning experience for them. They aren't waiting this time around to dump excess downtown snow at the snow farms, as they refer to the sites, and contractors showed up immediately.
We learn as we go along, and they saw how beneficial it was to the last snow fighting effort, and thought, hey, well, let's get them out there quicker and see what we can do with that.
And just because these roads are somewhat better, crews do still want you to stay in today. Again, it could take up to 3 days for them to just get the primary roads in good condition. We're live in Lexington. Miranda Combs, WKYT.
Madison County didn't get as much snow as Lexington, but it still has a lot, about a foot. Eastern Kentucky University is closed today and just announced classes are canceled tomorrow and Saturday. Monique Blair continues our WKYT team weather coverage from Richmond.
On a typical Thursday afternoon, the campus here at EKU would be a flurry of activity. But today, the only flurries you'll see are these flurries that are falling. Last night's record snowfall shut down the entire state and leaving people here in Madison County with one thing to do: dig themselves out.
Gosh, I would say I'm only 24, so about 20 years ago. I mean, it was pretty bad when I was about 4 years old in Corbin. It was pretty bad, but other than that, no, not in my lifetime.
Deputies with the Madison County Sheriff's Department say the roads are still dangerous, and they urge drivers to stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary.
If someone is shut in and maybe need medicine or prescription or whatever, we will try to provide that. Obviously, we're going to do whatever we can to help the people in Madison County.
The department will continue to use Hummers like this one to get anyone who works in the medical field to and from work. In Madison County, Monique Blair, WKYT.
The Sheriff's Department tells us they've helped about 20 people get to work today and 8 drivers who were stuck. The storm shut down the state capitol, so state lawmakers could not meet in Frankfort today. Yesterday, State Representative Rocky Adkins said the House would meet at 2 this afternoon despite the threat of the storm. But after getting more than a foot of snow, lawmakers decided to cancel today's session. Remember, we can help you track this winter storm anytime. Take control of the First Alert Defender and zoom into your neighborhood by downloading the WKYT Radar app. You can also find the latest weather information and closings on WKYT.com. And if you lose power, remember you can watch our live streaming coverage on the WKYT News app on your smartphone. Winter is causing problems in other parts of the U.S. Snow and ice shut down the nation's capital today and led to a scary scene on a runway at New York's LaGuardia Airport. Karen Kafa looks at the messy and dangerous conditions plaguing much of the country.
Amid falling snow Thursday morning, a frightening scene at New York's LaGuardia Airport.
We felt the wheels hit the runway, and we did not feel the wheels take traction.
Inbound Delta Flight 1086 from Atlanta skidded off a runway and into a fence with 127 passengers and 5 crew members on board, precariously close to the frigid waters of Flushing Bay. Passengers deplaned using aircraft slides, at least 24 injured, none seriously. The incident brought airport operations to a standstill on an already difficult travel day. A winter storm stretching across 2,000 miles of the southern and eastern United States led to thousands of canceled flights at airports like LaGuardia, and the roadways weren't much better. Hundreds of drivers were stranded on a stretch of Interstate 65 after the storm dumped 21 inches of snow in a 15-hour span in Kentucky. The state's National Guard was deployed for rescue.
Traffic is starting to move, but it's going to take a very long time to clear.
And here in the nation's capital, a slushy snowfall shut the federal government Thursday, leaving much of the city quiet.
I figured I'd come out and take a look at the sights, even in the snow, and it's kind of nice actually because there aren't that many people around, so it's worth it.
We figured
made the trip up here, and it's a beautiful day. See the monuments in a whole different light.
Certainly a sunnier spin on the gray and snowy skies blanketing about 24 states. In Washington, Karen Kafa, WKYT.
We have more First Alert weather coverage to come. First record snow, now we're bracing for record cold. Lexington Mayor Jim Gray is about to give us an update from the Government Center. We'll take you there live next on WKYT News at 4.